Hi everybody, I'm Jeff, I'm a wizard. I want to do a pick card to try out my new glasses. Hello. I thought the subject would be what new perspectives do you have? Hello. I also have an owl hanger, so hello. I will be doing this a lot. 4 cards to choose from with the topic what new perspectives do you have? So in the same way that like when you put on glasses when you need them, you see things differently or better. So what's your new outlook? Just choose the card that you feel attracted to or that you feel called to or that stands out. This is card number 1. 9 of Swords. Card number 2 is the Ace of Pentacles upside down. Card number 3 is the Fool. The Fool, I don't know, I said that weird? Sorry. Hello. And the 8 of Pentacles is the 4th card. So group 1, the 9 of Swords. Group 2, Ace of Cups. Reversed. Group 3, the Fool. And group 4, the 8 of Pentacles. I pity the Fool. Okay, just wanted to say, needed to get it out. So I will see you at your group. Go to the timestamps, they are below in the description box. The comment section, you press on the link of your card and then I will see you there. Okay. So group 1. Hello group 1. Hello group 1. 9 of Swords. You see it again. I think the writing is good. Let's get some flashes. Ooh. So these are nightmares. Upright, usually nightmares of problems that are there. Things that keep you awake at night. Unlike the 8 of Swords where it's about your own phantoms, your own imaginations more, you know. We all know this. Then we have the 9 of Swords. So more swords. Ooh. It's a bit Japanese. I've been watching anime, so I'm all ready for some good anime analogies. Then I have the Knight of Wands. Show it to you upright. Very nighty. It's upside down. That does something visual to me. This V. Okay. I see a monkey here. Okay, then the next card is the 8 of I like this card. The 8 of Cups. Okay, it's the lady thinking it over. 8 cups of coffee, whiskey coffee later. Whoa! Look at the bubbles. Look at the bubbles. Yeah, it's nice. Good feeling. And then we end with the Devil. Okay, we got our Babadook guy. Good. So what's this about? What new perspectives do you have? Oh, the Knight of Wands was upside down. So he's in the middle here and he's like visually doing something. He's doing something. Okay, it's about somebody here. Yeah. Okay, so it's pretty symmetrical here. Like I have this in the middle. Look, this is somebody coming to you, okay, and he's really scaring the living Christ out of you, living bejeebus, the Babadook out of you. Look, these are 2 the outside cards. It's giving you a lot of nightmares, and I think you have been having dreams about this, and these dreams have been chaotic and intense and almost like destructive, but that doesn't mean bad. They've just been intense and it's affecting you a lot more than you think. So it's scaring you. It's scaring you. It's scaring you. That's it. Doesn't mean it's triggering things in you. That's for sure. And I think being with this person has put you into the past very intensely. Okay, but mostly like you're having these nightmares, so let's forget about that. It's about actual problems here. These are about actual nightmares, about actual dreams, bad dreams you're having, and they're scary dreams. It's almost like this person is yeah, it's just really scary. That's all there is, you know. And the thing about the dreams is they are chaotic. Sorry, but it's like you don't know if it's bad. You're very That's your first reaction. You want to be like, oh, that's a clear sign of somebody being disruptive, maybe in my life. Um, but then there's this giggle, and there's something. It's causing a stir in you, that's for sure. Okay, so what do? We face this head on. Okay, that's where our Knight of Swords comes in. This is you. You watched some anime, you were so ready. Okay, and you're done overthinking this. I think you've held this back, or you've been, because of this emotional reaction, you've been doing what this lady has been doing, like thinking it over. Okay. Look at all that shiny. I don't know what it means here. It's like, yeah. Look, she sees all these cups. This is you. You've been seeing all these cups, all these options, and really being lost in what you really want. And I think for a while that this person was for you. This was not on the table. That's why you couldn't find your cup. Maybe. It's interesting that the incoming is the Knight of Wands, passion, and you are in the Knight of Swords position. You're being very careful. But you are proceeding. I think it's been quite a shock to you how much of an impact this person had on you when sort of the idea came back, or this person came back. Also did the intensity and the nightmares, but this time I feel like you're more prepared. You're more of like, it was a shock how much it affected you. I think you thought you were pretty much done with that. I think you thought it was a lesson or something. You were put that behind you. And you've kind of been sweeping a lot of your emotions under the rug. So that's why these nightmares, or these seemingly nightmares, you're not experiencing them as nightmares, but they have this sort of chaotic whirlwind, like, like explosions or damage or things breaking, a lot of things shattering. And I think that's good. I think it almost feels like it's all of these cups that have been shattering in your dreams. And then this Babadook remains, right? This terrible guy who might as well be a Knight of Wands. But you're being careful, but you're going ahead, and that's good. You're leaving this overthinking behind, and you're recognizing that this affects you and that there's more to be investigated. So you put on your blue hat, and you're proceeding, but just realize that these weird dreams you're having, so that's what it's about. You've been having weird dreams, period. It's like you have disguised this as this, because from a past experience, I think, or past experiences, plural, there are enough Babadooks out there. So you kind of saw this. And I think the first, maybe something got triggered, or there was a bit of a miscommunication, whatever, but you just discarded it as the Babadook. You said like, oh, nope, this is bad, but there, it's done. And I'm gonna look at my other cups. But, you kind of got lost here. So you did what any brave person does, and you put on your armor, you take your sword, and you look into it. It's about slaying this sort of phantom in your own mind, really. And this is the new perspective you have, is you've been painting this, something incoming that you want, immediately as something bad. So you've been kind of putting on... You have the bad idea of something, but you've been using that as a defense. This can't hurt me, it's bad, so if I... convince myself that it's like this, I won't have to, I can't get hurt, right? I can't get hurt, and I can't mistake myself again, and I can't be vulnerable. I don't have to be vulnerable again with somebody who potentially might hurt me right now, right? So you paint it off really quickly as this terrible monster, so you don't have to deal with it, right? So you don't have to look at it. But the truth shall prevail. I'm sorry to say. Okay, group 1. That was it. Hope it helps. So maybe take a closer look at your nightmares and think about more of. You can wake up with like a lot of images in your head. That's like, oh my god, what was that? That seemed so intense and it seems like almost like a warning. But go back to how you actually felt in the dream. You know. And then kind of think about the ending of Grease. That's like a super tip I'm going to give you. Okay? Thank you, group 1. Hope that helps. See you around. Now I'm going to give another tip. Maybe only if you feel called to, if you doubted it, go to group 2 because our Babadook just fell on group 2. But now that I think about it, that could also mean, you know, like that group 2 is about somebody else and that the devil card applies there. So I'm going to leave that open, but if you felt called to it, like follow me along to group number 2. So goodbye. So hello, group number 2. You chose the Ace of Cups reversed. Now, no, I'm going to only tell it after I see your cards. Because I have some insights about you already. So let's go over it. Ooh, I like these colors. Holy cow. I'm going to show it like this first, because this is the impression I just got. That looks like so much. That's cool. Okay, this is. I'm gonna do left to right for me, right? Okay, so this is the first card, our 8 of Swords. It's like this. Lady trapped in her own negative thinking, kind of. But the box is upside down, so the lady is upside down, uncomfortable. 7 of Pentacles. Oh, this lady also is a bit bewildered. Look at her face. Maybe no, I'm not gonna touch the camera. It's very. How did you see that? Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna touch the camera. There we go. There she is. Hello, sweetheart. So sorry, that was condescending. Ooh. Okay, so I saw a lot of things here. So you see the 7 of Pentacles just standing in the garden, looking at what she made, and there's this one coin that's dropped. And I see an 8. And I also saw this sign. This sort of bullseye, but it's also the sign of the sun. So there's this 8, which for me is kind of destiny, or could be her work. She dropped it. She's not seeing it. Like all the 6 others are in the, like above her, around her. But she looks a bit sad, I have to say. So it fell to this sun, to this flower. Interesting. Then we have death. Sorry to say. Nothing more than that. Death, so change, something ending, something changing. Feels kind of heavy. And then we have the Knight coins. Okay. So this new perspective, and that's what it's about. Oh, let me think this over. So we've got our 2 8s here, which means destiny is at play here for me. I'm not gonna think more about it. It's about destiny. You feel it coming. Oh my god. I've been playing and hearing that song, like, I mean, put it on your playlist so it comes up. But from The Weeknd, when I feel it coming, baby. So you feel something coming in and you're missing something and you're hurt. You're looking at what you've grown. You're looking at how far you've come. You're looking at a lot of success, like a lot of progress. But gosh, golly, gee whiz, you're missing something. And god, gee whiz, I think this group really hates to be romantic about this. And I think you're kind of being very harsh on yourself. Okay. Wait, I'm not burping here. You're being very hard on yourself because you really are forcing your look almost to this 6. You're not even allowing you see it shining in the, like, but you're not even allowing yourself to look at it, because you should be grateful about what you have here, about you're doing this all on your own. So maybe this is something that you lost, a career you lost, or a job, or something you've been working on that you lost, or it could be this something that you feel coming in, like a person, but you're kind of are torn in this, that you think like, no, I shouldn't feel that way. I shouldn't be pining over somebody. I shouldn't be thinking there's this special person for me that I'm missing, right? You think you're not allowed to feel this way. But the point is, you're being too harsh on yourself, and that's why we we have this. Wow, I said this so well in the beginning. We have this Eight of Swords. You're making your own nightmares. That's what you're doing. No. So wait. This is leveled, right? So you're kind of in an uncomfortable position where you feel something is missing, and you're kind of making all these assumptions which aren't true. But then what you're doing is you're not even allowing some of these feelings or thoughts to be valid or to come through. So you're thinking, oh, there's this worry that there's somebody special out there for me that I should be waiting for, or that's coming to me, right? But that's a concern, because then you that's a weird thing to have put your faith in right now, and you've been getting a lot of more independency. You've been becoming more independent, and you thought that was the goal. So what you're doing is you're not even allowing some of these concerns. So you're putting this uncomfortable position you're already in, this lady, putting it upside down. So now the lady is upside down, trying to hold up the ceiling with these nightmares, right? So you're making it worse by... Look, let me put it this way. Your logic may be right? That's not what I'm saying. Like, it may very well be that it's time to let that go, that idea, so that you can finally be free and just be happy with these Six Pentacles, right? That could very well be the idea. But what you are doing is you're putting a logical block on your thinking. So you say, I feel there's this special destiny calling me, and my twin flame, soulmate, special person, damn, I couldn't think of anything else, that was sad, is out there, right? So a logical thing would be to investigate that feeling like you would any other, and to ask questions, and to look at the whole picture, and to as you know, you have this strong urge and this feeling, so let's keep that option open. Why not? But what you're doing is you're saying like, no, that can't be. That feels like being dependent. That feels like putting my happiness outside of me again. That feels like being. Maybe it also triggers you of past times where you were really hoping for this, and for a long time you're really hoping for somebody special maybe to come along, or something special to happen. It could still be, any love you have. That you're waiting out for, or that you have this feeling about. So you're not thinking logically about it in any case, right? So you're kind of what's the word that my favorite person, Teal Swan, she uses steamrolling or steam. Like when thoughts come up, you immediately just push them down, like invalid. Not useful, or clearly wrong, right? Or uncomfortable. So they don't even get a chance to come up, and that's where the danger lies. Okay, so that's where you're making it a lot more uncomfortable for yourself than it should be. So the next time you see any of these concerns come up, it's about recognizing when you're making things invalid. In one sweep, and you should have an argument that says like, well, I don't really want to believe in that, and that makes me kind of sad that I should be, I don't know, that I should be waiting or something. That can be the answer, that's a valid counter argument, okay? And then you see the other side again. But it's about being trying to be objective about this, and right now you're just not being objective. You see these thoughts come in, like true love. Your true love is coming in. You're like, whatever. Oh, sorry, that's amethyst. So sorry. Yeah, you're being very. So that's like I was thinking. Like amethyst is like sort of Michael for me. So that's thinking the sword again. You're just cutting in. You're just being very brutal with your sword and your ideas, and that's a shame because this thought that is coming up is a deep yearning feeling, and underneath that could be a very deep sadness or loneliness or fear that needs to come up. Okay, and now I'm getting emotional. So you really are just letting yourself leaving yourself in the cold there a bit, right? So that's the problem. Not that you have to wait on anything or somebody, or that you that any of this is true, but you need to go further. I hope I made my case here. So that's one part that you need to investigate in yourself, and I think you need to allow it again. And then there's this death happening, so it is a period of change, and I think that's why it's and this just tells me it could be about more than one, like than a specific thing. It could be something you're leaving behind. So I'm really leaving out if this pentacle is something that you should be looking at or not. It's about the fact that you're forcing yourself not to even recognize that it's there. And that's causing you a lot of unhappiness because it's freaking you out. So you need to go look at it and see what is this about? Is this important for me or not? And then pick it up or not, okay? So get yourself out of that uncomfortable box. And then allow change to happen. Change is about... it can be painful, but ultimately it's about choice. It's about us choosing what we want and not, and therefore like evolving, and a part of that is withering. So again, maybe this coin fell off your tree for a reason. Yes, there was a tree. There was always a tree. I didn't say that right. But ooh, interesting. I didn't even see that. Look, at the end, they have this Nine of Pentacles, and he's holding this coin. Look at that. Look at that. So, is this related? Could this have anything to do, guys, with just in general the idea of accepting help, accepting love? That's where you're changing. That's where something is drastically changing, the way you accept help, resources, support, things from the world. The value you put on your work, the value you put on your things, how much you think your worth is. You know what? And this feels really good to end this. It's about that, I think, and I want to leave it that general. But the cool thing is, guys, I think you're changing in the fact that, look, you need to look at this pentacle, take it serious, and then just decide. It's about, this is changing. There's going to be more than one pentacles coming around the corner, and you just have to decide if you want it or not, okay? And this is about your free will, your choice, but right now you're cramping up because you think, oh my God, there's this pentacle there, and I don't know what to do with it. Like, I better kind of like freeze everything. But the point is that you look at it and you say, yeah or no, and when you say no, another pentacle will come along. And another one, and another one, and another one, okay? Until you have the best pentacle you want. Kind of, something like that. But it does mean you have to look at it first, because the universe is not going to offer you something better or more until you take this seriously. So you see what is really offered to you. And until you really decide to the universe, no, I don't want it that way, or, I'm willing to try this. Like, nothing is definite, but you do need to make decisions about this. And I think because this is something you've been wanting a long time, and when you finally get it, it's like you're so tend to take the first thing that comes along, kind of, right? This is about you having choice, and that's your freedom. You never felt that way. You always felt like her, stiffened up, frozen with looking at this chance or opportunity to get you out or something. You don't need that anymore. You're free. You have choice now, okay? You're gonna have so many opportunities and things coming to you. You're gonna have so many people. You're gonna have so many opportunities, offers, gifts, so much love coming to you. And the only way to really get into that, like into those waves, is by accepting, saying yes, no. And that way the universe will adapt to you. So if you see that somebody comes along and he says like, oh, I have an offer, or like, do you want to date me? Or here's a job offer, anything. And you're like, no, I want something better. Fine, say no, wait for something better, right? But that's difficult. That's not settling, and take some balls. But you do need to start sifting and sorting. So experiment with this in the very small things, you know, like, and just be more focused on how you handle things offered to you, be it gifts, support, attention, love. And I think that's where the important thing is. I think, especially with boundaries, getting attention, giving people your time, giving people sex, whatever, this energy, that's also there. That's where a change is also happening, you know, the way you, this transaction. It's weird that there's no 6 here then. Because we do have this 8-8. So, but this is a change. This is a transformation in how, yeah, okay. So I feel like whatever this is about, whatever this is resonating for you with, it's really about something that you've been trapped in your own prison of fears that do not apply anymore, and you're breaking out of this. So that's where the change is happening. But it's more difficult when you're upside down. That was the story here. I hope that helps group 2. For people from group 1, there was a Babadook here. The Babadook is again your nightmares. This is your own, you know, you're making your own, you're making offers look into you as something awful. You're making it look as a devil to protect yourself. But those are old reflexes, right? If that didn't make sense, put it in the comments. I will explain again. I got this. So for people from group 2, if you're curious what that's about, go to group 1. I think it applies. I mean, the analogy about the nightmare, how you cover up some things, how you make the world look like you see an opportunity, something that could actually help you, but you're so afraid, so you make yourself believe that it's a danger, right? So you can get hurt, or because you actually can't see the opportunity. That's difficult if you've never experienced some form of love or something coming your way or being given to you freely. You just tend not to believe it, or you just can't handle this information yet, right? But the point is that you need to keep reminding yourself that things are getting better. The things you're getting are getting better. You need to also enjoy things, receive things. You've been closed off, and right now you're closing yourself off mostly because of your own old paradigms, reflexes, faux shiz. Like, I'm sorry to say, but I do hope this helped. This is just a really a switch you're making, recognizing your own, like, oh yeah, I am doing that weird thing there where, like, why am I being so cold or unromantic there, or why am I being so afraid of taking this or this? What am I really afraid of? You're like, it's kind of snapping yourself out of it a little bit here and there, but it's gonna change quickly once you realize that, like, oh yeah, I don't need to protect myself so much anymore. I don't need to be so scared anymore. Oh my god. Right. Thank you, group 2. Bye. Hello, group 3. Group 3. Ooh, that was like 33. Probably will be gone with editing it, but that was like magic, yo. So you chose the Fool, guys. The Fool. He looks sad, but it's the Fool card. Are you having the same battle in your head as I am? Like, ooh, it's the Fool card. Oh no, what happened to the Fool? I'm mostly like seeing this bling really nicely. I'm happy about that. So let me, okay, take it like this. So, your first card, 3 of Cups. Very good. So that's more positive. These ladies are not crying, and they're okay. Look, our fool is crying here, alone, and then there are these two ladies offering him a cup to join. They're comforting him. Then I have here the stars. I saw kind of the stars first, so I'm gonna show it upside down. Which I'm reading here. I'm gonna say it as you think you're not on the right track. You think you're off the path. You think you're missing something, but you're not. You're not. The star is, first of all, always really good. You're just not feeling like a star right now, but you most definitely are on the right path. And it's in the middle, so which confirms this kind of for me that it's this message of comfort. This is a mental massage. I still need to get a massage. I promised myself, but it's the social situations just uncomfortable. Oh yeah, the Hierophant. The funny face. Oh look, it's kind of the same blanket as what the fool was looking at, what he was crying for. This is upside down, and then I have here, the tarot card, which I just wanted to say, which is weird. So the Tarot of Klimt from Los Carabeo. What is that about? Is it upside down? I think so. So again, you think you're off the path, but you're not. But then I'm kind of blocking on something here. Okay. So let me go over it a bit differently. They're giving me the advice to kind of look at it as a like a past to future reading, which goes like this, which is like you've been coming from this place where you've kind of been following the right steps, you've been weaving your quilt, you've been doing the Hierophant, you've been doing the cards, you've been doing your work, but you kind of felt still disappointed. It's okay? So that's where you're coming from. Now, comfort is there, and I think you do recognize that help is there. Help is there, and there is company. You may not be feeling it very well, but you're surrounded by a lot of help and support, and a lot of opportunities, people, attention, love. It's all around you, okay? However, you're in this mood of like, I feel like I'm off, I feel like I'm missing something, I feel like I'm wasting time maybe, okay? And that's just not the case. What is coming in for you is help. It's help. It is, this could be classes, could be school, could be a teacher, could be inspiration, could be, look how it's shining. Could just you be finding your footing in that again and just continuing your work, finding your inspiration again, okay? Something is incoming, so it's coming towards you, and that's very hard for you to deal with, I know. It's coming for you. And then at this... Jeez. I'm so sorry, I really don't want it to say. Something is coming out of this, like, I have to look at the fourth group where there's the pregnant lady, and then I see this, like, the scarab for me incoming. I don't know why I'm trying not to say it. It means like destiny. It means like something ancient, something from your past, like your previous lives. You know what I mean? Yeah, or something from your past is going to deliver. Going to deliver, okay? So these both are incoming, and I think it's about you mostly getting this comforting message of like, you're right where you are supposed to be. Enjoy this. Enjoy this. It's coming for you. All you have to do is kind of like chill out, sleep under the stars. Right now, you're not the star, but that's okay. You're right where you're supposed to be. You're right on the path. And you're not supposed to be the star right now. You are supposed to be resting, sweetie. Okay? That's the message, the mental massage. Jesus. She sells seashells by the seashore. Okay, thank you, group 3. See you around. Then quickly, off to group 4, our last group. It's going to be a short message. I'm just declaring this. So it will be by the law of 93. Okay. I don't know. I get kind of lost here. It's I or Saturn. In the Pentacles, work. You're pregnant. You've been working. Your work. Let's see. Your first card is the 6 of Wands. Celebration. Success. So that matches our theme. That was not long enough. I'm gonna go again. Sorry. Pretty. Then we have our 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So that's our financial difficulty, left out in the cold, beggar card. Then I have the 3 of Wands. It's funny with her with the magnifying glass, planning her future. Very clever girl here. It's upside down. So now we just see a hole, no future, a black hole. I make so many jokes. Now I have Justice. Okay, again I'm looking at these eyes. So I'm seeing the eye here, I'm seeing the eyes here. Magnifying glass. Interesting. So Justice was also upside down, right? Ooh. Wait, guys. Okay, so my message for you, your new perspective, is that the new perspective that you're getting is the way out of your problems. And I feel like I don't even have to say much, so maybe this is also just much more of a push in your back of saying like, without knowing the steps ahead, without having this plan, so you don't know where you're going. It's kind of dark. By going against the current, because it's like your justice has not come in, or you've been in injustice. There has been injustice, and that like some things that have still not been fixed, or things that have been moving against you. Despite all that, you have been working, you have been continuing, and you are reaching success. There is success coming, but I feel like a big part of you already has succeeded in overcoming this despite not knowing where you're going, how you're going to get there. Despite having opposition, your instincts have been leading you on the right track. And I feel like despite having this difficulty of being left out in the cold, you've overcome this. You just don't know it yet. Because let's say in a little while, you are in a much better situation, and you will be. You're going to see that the overcoming is not in then you finally being, having your money or having your safety, right? That's not when you overcome it. The overcoming is when you're in this situation, that you don't let it keep you down. I'm sorry. That's what you did. You didn't let it stop you, or you didn't stay down. You kept going. So you're not, it may still feel like rough, but you own this card, you've mastered it. Okay? You won't master this when you don't have the problems, it's when you get left out in the cold and when you're the beggar and you still manage to make it. Okay? I hope that helped, and sorry for my crying. Bye.